and the Houston Oilers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set, go. It's been a long day for you. Shoot. Check for it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Summers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get ready. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 52's the mic. Night, sweetheart. Smooth. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Yeah. Here I come.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Kill. Turn up. 6-6. Pull it high. Check right. Watch it divide. There's a party now. Shoot. Hey, seam 6. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set. 8, read. Don't let it free. Hey, Haywood. Don't let it free, defense. Mike 55. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Dublin 1st down.
Set up. 60 or. You better be afraid of me. Wide. Get wide. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Go, go.
Second and 5. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Down. 50, plant.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
General West.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down and 4. Jackson got a man open. That's Harry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings brings up 3rd and 2.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Alert 3. Shake.
Mike 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Got his man, that's Harry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Touchdown.
Mike 54.
Okay, double.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 54. I got you.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for Harry. He airs it out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 18.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Check 52's the mark.
Keep it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check. Echo.
Tighten up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Come on, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alpha.
2nd and 9 now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to number 85. It's a gain of 20.
Ready.
And
Send over.
1st down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, wahoo. Hey. Coming to you. Back 55. Here it comes.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting to start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
15 line. 64. Wait. Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
54, right there, 54.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Being chased out left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Go.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey, eat. We own them. We own them.
Check.
Ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, Heavy.
Start.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. He won't go down. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 53's Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
53's the mic.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Jackson will throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is that too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, 1st down. Jackson now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And this will be a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
You can't stop me. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Hit it.
Second and long. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
First down,
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Strong left. Strong left.
Go, go.
4 down. No, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better shoot.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. Third and long. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one, good for a Houston first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Go. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
Touchdown, Houston! Mecole Hardman, 68 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Bravo! Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
What we got? Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Line 54.
Check.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
I'm trying to collect.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing is Jackson, being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 52. Hey, time. Yo, go. 2 right here. 52.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, Wahoo.
52. Rip right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rock it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Big trip.
They'll look to throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Nicole Hardman, 77 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Right here.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Topper!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
6-6, pull it high. 5.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hayward, screen, watch the screen. Yeah.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.